Well, g'day. Today we've come down from Hilland, gone into Bathurst, restocked, headed out on the bottom half of the Bridle Track and found yet another absolutely specky spot. I thought this was the banks of the Ching Ching River, but it's not, it's the Macquarie River. Set up camp. It's just gone about lunchtime. Pretty ordinary day, heavily overcast. A couple of showers, but nothing too bad. Nice sandy banks this time. So yeah, and no, well, not much algae or weed. So it'll be nice swimming the next couple of days. Don't know how long we'll be here, probably 3 or 4 nights maybe. We're going to make our way down to Tullybuck and stop at a few places in between, here and there. Oh, it's going to be so relaxing here. Well, day 2 out here on the Macquarie River. I've had to go for a bit of a bloody drive. So we had a visit from Fisheries this morning. And anyway, they bloody looked like police officers. They just got out of an unmarked car and it just looked like they were another camper or fisherman. And they got out full dressed like coppers. So that was pretty funny. I even greeted them, "G'day officers." So I'm not sure I like that. And then I saw the Fisheries on them. So anyway, they basically told me that, yeah, I'm unlicensed and I didn't know you needed a license to go fishing in New South Wales. But now I do. I didn't get fined. They said they could have fined me if I did have my rods in plain sight next to a waterway. But luckily I didn't. And anyway, they told me that download some app, which I've gone for a bit of a drive this morning to get reception. And I've done that. So yeah, I don't know what the fines are. They didn't really want to discuss that too much. I did ask, and they asked me if I was going to go fishing, and I said, oh, I was planning on it, mate, but yeah, without a license obviously won't be. And so anyway, it cost $35 for 12 months. So that's all I've done. And yeah, I'll be able to fish now without getting in trouble. But they did kind of allude to the fact that they may be back. So yeah, I guess I'm probably an easy target. They would have seen the Queensland plates and gone, yep, this fella won't be licensed. But yeah, it's just they were lucky stars. They probably weren't an hour later. But anyway, so I've had to drive almost all the way back into Bathurst just to get enough reception to be able to do that. So had a 20k or 25k trip back down the Bridle Track. But nearly back at camp now. I'll have some lunch and wet a line. Righto, so we've just gone through like the last hour with no luck. So when I was in Newcastle, after a bloke at Narrabri was showing me what he used to catch his bait, and I finally found one. So essentially that's it. It's got like a spring action, opens up, bait swim into here, put your bait for the bait in there. The old mate was just using dog biscuits, bits of bread, anything really, and then whack that in the water and you should have some liveys. So I'll give that a crack and have to go find a nice little spot for it and see if I can get some live bait and have some lunch, and there might be something in there after that. But anyway, the jerky's not working, and up on that broken river the jerky was going off. The jerky's gone off multiple times since, until these last couple of times on these rivers in New South Wales. No one's biting it. Nice muddy spot there, in between the rocks. A couple of other places just keeps floating away. So that's a pretty good spot out in the middle here. Hopefully get some liveys. Another good crack. And no bloody luck. So you just pour a rumby and have steak for dinner. I do have my fish trap in there though. So I'll check that in the morning. And hopefully there's some live bait in there. And I'll see what it's doing. But I've tried biltong, I've tried bacon, I've tried fatty, bloody hot Hungarian salami, and nothing's touching it. So yeah, the good luck continues with me and fishing. It's well shit.
You've also been spinning.
Yeah, I have been spinning.
Yeah.
I've got one rod in there with the bait on it, and then I've just got all the different lures. I've walked up and down this bloody river, and just no luck. But oh well. I reckon by the time we get to the NT, or those more remote places, I reckon you could use a bloody bottle top as a bloody a lure and they'll smash it. But anyway, not here, and not yet. My time is still going to come, or still to come. But I've had a few rums now. And a steak for dinner, over the fire. Ching Ching.
Tim thought he was on, but bump bump. Story of the day.
I don't know what it was.
Something had a good go at it. Here's hoping we might get fish tomorrow.
Well, another beautiful day. Our third day here. Absolutely beautiful, but no bait in the bait trap. So I've rebaited it with a tin of tuna, and see how that goes. But it's been a few hours now and still nothing in it. And I've been going through all these lures. The good old faithful squidgy. And these couple that I got from the fishing store in Tumut, reckons they're the go for all fresh water. And this is apparently a favourite amongst the lads. Tassie Devil, I think it's called. And then what's grabbed most of the fish's attention is this little thing there. But still no hookups. So it's a little bit disappointing and pretty disheartening, to be quite honest. Just makes you feel like having a rum and just giving up on the whole thing. But I will persevere with time of day now. But there's nothing much else to do around here except just enjoy and take in the scenery. This canoe was washed up, so I thought, well, rather than just leave it here, this bit of rubbish that no one's going to take away, I dug it into the ground, and I don't know, just something to do. Might sign it, write a little message, and people might treat it as one of those little guest books or something. Write little messages on each time they stay here, or put their stickers on there, how they do that. But anyway, beautiful spot. Relaxing, swimming, relaxing some more. It's beautiful, cool water, and nice warm days. So we're going to extend our stay here and stay here for the rest of the week, which will be interesting to see what sort of crowds you get here on Australia Day. So might be a bit of a party going on down here, might not be. There's one other couple camped down the other end in their camper trailer, and it's just us apart from that. But anyway, we'll think about some lunch, and might fly the drone around a bit later and get a better view of the whole surrounding.
So Tim hasn't caught any fish. He had a little redfin on today earlier.
Oh.
What have you caught now, babe?
Like, I won't lie, I'm 3 parts pissed, so I don't even know if that's like, this is real or not. My pants are falling down. It's all happening.
There's line everywhere behind you.
There's line everywhere behind me, but I have just hooked up on an expensive bloody rod. I don't know how long it's been under for. It's a
while, I'd say.
It's a Sedona 1000, but the rod itself is like expensive. The reel's like, I might be able to save it.
Project for tomorrow.
Yeah, she's also hooked to some other line. Like, what are the chances of that?
Well, you caught something at least.
So anyway, I'll
That's pretty funny.
That's a really good rod.
Hang on, let me have a look. It doesn't look good right now, babe, I have to tell you. It looks like it's been there for a while.
Yeah, it has been. It won't turn, but she's obviously pretty ruined. It's probably like a bloody fish skeleton on the end of this one. Yeah, it's snagged.
That is
so funny. It's not even part of that rod though. This is just like another random
piece. Well, at least you got something, babe.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'll leave you to it, huh?
Yeah, let's see what's on the end of that. Oh, that's pretty fucking snagged.
How's the cleanup going?
I've just done a quick cleanup.
Is it working? Oh, no way!
It's fucking working, and I'll tell you, like, that reel I've got, it's a Sedona
8,000?
And that was $400. This is a Sedona 4,000.
A couple $100 for the reel?
But the rod, like, the rod's got the cork and like it's all fancy and shit. Like,
you're happier with that than the fish?
I am actually.
You're pretty funny.
It's got some cleaning out to do, but
tomorrow's project.
My God, who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
That's mental, babe.
I'll leave you.
I can't even tell if it's braid or mono line. Mono line.
Mono line? Oh, you can make it all special tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, how good is that?
We can afford to buy some fish now because you don't need to buy another fishing rod.
That's like, this is a good fishing rod. Like, I feel sorry for the poor bugger who's lost it because it's mine now. Yeah, it's all working. It's got some sand in it. Need to like.
Yeah, you can. I think you can clean it out. Well, I'm going to leave you to it and go back to my wine.
Righto.
What have you caught?
Second fish of the trip.
Oh, it's a baby.
Tiny little fella.
Oh, a tiny little redfin.
Yep.
It's not even the size of your hand. That
he's only really
count.
tiny.
Oh.
Nice looking fish though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the fisheries tell me I have to end him.
You do.
So I'll have to end him.
Over and out.
Another beautiful day. Another late start to the day. But today, I'm going to clean up this rod that I've dubbed flood rod and the reel. Clean it up so it looks brand new. It looks like it's a relatively expensive one. It looks like it's made of carbon fibre, and this is a smaller version of the reel I have on my bigger rod. It's the Sedona 4000, and I've got the 8000. So I'm going to clean it all out, oil it up, clean all the grit off it. I don't know how long it's been in there for, but it's quite gritty, quite sandy, and yeah, scored myself a bloody good rod. Oh, another perfect day. It's going to heat up a bit, so I'll be in that water swimming around a fair bit. Righto, after much cleaning up, took the whole thing apart. She's pretty bloody good. Too close. She's pretty bloody good. Yeah, and the rod, just can't spick and span. It's just this little bit here that might need some tape. The rest of it, shiny ass. I think it's carbon fibre. Classic
fancy.
Yeah.
A few words I heard that I don't hear very often coming from your repair workshop.
Took a bit longer than I was expecting, to be honest.
And do you work like a cowboy or like a professional?
Michelle was telling me I'm a cowboy because I was doing it on the sand. I kept dropping bits and pieces.
We've got 2 perfectly good tables.
Anyway, job's done. Flood rod. I'll take that to BCF and I'll get some braid put on it. That should be all good. She's actually a bit bent too.
Probably been through a few hard times.
Yeah. Anyway, the flood rod. Yeah, it just doesn't flick back by itself.
Well, thanks to the Macquarie River.
Still should be okay though. Nice and light. Flicky.
Make it sound like you know what you're doing.
Not really. Anyway, that's that.
Awesome.
I think the King's panel has had the dick, saying it's putting in 4.17 amps at 55 watts out of the Pilliga. Only, what, a month ago? Maybe a little bit more. That was pumping in 10 or 11 amps. And we've got equally as good conditions. So yeah, have heard that these panels tend to shit themselves after a little while. It's about 18 months old, but it's had more use in the last 4 months than it has in that whole time. But the old one on top of the car, which we've had since Cape York, is still going pretty well. I don't even know what brand that is. The caravan mob were clearing it out, and I only sold it for $100, but it's only a 110 watt panel. So yeah, that seems to be going good. But the King's one has definitely gone down the gurgler in the last month or two. So we're just not keeping up. Hardly using the lights of an evening. It's mainly just the fridge. The fridge is set to -10, and the other side's on 1. So yeah, the fridge is working pretty hard, and the ambient temperatures have gone up. But we were having the same temperatures in the Pilliga even, and we were keeping this thing at 100% every single day. So we might be investing in a bit of a solar panel upgrade. Might have to go back to those solid ones, because yeah, I've heard the blankets, they don't last too long. But anyway, more research once I've got some cell service. Michelle's cooking her beautiful signature dish for breakfast on this Australia Day. Righto. Last night down here at the Macquarie River, just about 40 k's north of Bathurst, Australia Day. It's been a great day. We did have a few crowds down here, but they've gone now, and we had a thunderstorm. Got a raging fire, even though it's been 35 today. But we're cooking nachos
on Australia Day
in the camp oven. Michelle's just heating up the pre-cooked mince, and
there's mine, cheese
Michelle's
melted,
already done, but I'm
deluxe.
putting a few more ingredients in mine, and then popping it in the camp oven down there on the fire, and grilling it up. Alright, I'll put a little bit more cheese on top of that, whack it in the camp oven, and yes, tomorrow we'll be out of here, headed toward who knows where, just towards Tullybuck, where we're going to be almond farmers for a short stint.
There's only no way farmers.
Yeah, well, harvesters.
There you go.
It's been absolutely brewing here. That water is absolutely cool as. I've caught 3 redfin, 3 out of 4 days. Nothing to write home about. No one else has caught anything either. But
I feel a bit vindicated by that.
I'm learning. Yeah, I do. I feel good, because it's not just me. But I have found a award-winning fishing rod, the flood rod, which I've dubbed it, and I'll be putting some braid on that, and I'll start using it pretty much at our next trip. Hopefully. Well, let's see how much time we got tomorrow. I might drop in at BCF Bathurst, and I'll get it braided up and get it ready for some action. But until the next video, catch us later. yeah. Bloody beautiful.